Days of Our Lives, spoilers for the next 2 weeks, June 16th to June 27th, indicate that Bo Brady and Hope Brady's exit details will be revealed while Tate Black's world spins out. Gabby Hernandez will also make a tempting offer, so let's discuss what's ahead on Duel. During the week of June 16-20, Belle Black will put Phliip Kiriakis through a grilling session. Despite the beating Phliip took from Xander Kiriakis, Phliip won't testify against him in the end. Phliip will even awaken during Xander's next attempt on his life, but he won't let that stop him from covering up Xander's actions. There may be a mutually beneficial deal involved when Phliip claims someone else targeted him. While Belle interrogates Phliip, Gabby will extend a tempting offer to Javi Hernandez. It's possible Gabby will decide she can't live without Javi as her assistant, so she might promise more money and a better attitude. However, Days spoilers say Javi should move forward with becoming a firefighter EMT again, since that's his real passion. Next, Doug Williams III will turn to Leo Stark for a helping hand. So we'll see if this involves the money-demanding thugs, the necklace search, or even his love life problems. Speaking of love life problems, Tate and Holly Jonas will think back on their messy romance, which ultimately ended when Holly decided the universe was perhaps working against them. Aaron Green will come back to town as graduation day arrives in Salem, but it'll turn into a day of baby chaos when Sophia Choi goes into labor. Tate will be in panic mode as he goes with Sophia to the hospital and tries to support her through this delivery. We should also talk about Bo and Hope since they have a joint day's exit coming up. Hope and Bo will lock in their plans to travel the world, which will no doubt include some time off screen with Sierra Brady Weston, Ben Weston, and their children. Bo and Hope will bid farewell to all their loved ones for now, but they'll look forward to visiting again sometime down the road. In the meantime, there'll be some Horton-related flashbacks as Zach Chise and Sidney K. Smith reprise their roles as younger versions of Tom Horton and Alice Horton. Rita Leslie will also pop up in new scenes, so she'll no doubt get tangled up in more DiMera drama. As for Tony DiMera, he'll share some drinks with Chad DiMera and EJ DiMera as they all enjoy some brother bonding time at the bistro. Over with Marlena Evans, she'll listen as Rachel Black talks during a bad dream. It'll give Marlena some hints about EJ's shooting and could prompt her to give Brady Black updates. During the week of June 23rd to 27, Marlena may pry the truth out of Brady if he admits he knows Rachel witnessed Johnny DiMera's armed outburst. Could Marlena ultimately confront Johnny about what really happened? Johnny may land on the hot seat with his grandma and swear that he didn't actually shoot EJ. On a lighter note, Paul Narita and Andrew Donovan still need to tie the knot, so Days spoilers say their wedding will be coming up sooner or later. Back with Sophia, her baby will be born, though there could be some paternity questions on the way. Could Aaron bring up some off-screen sizzling with Sophia and push for answers about whether he's the father? Tate's world may be thrown into a tailspin if it turns out this isn't even his child. As for Sarah Kiriakis, she may have to brace for some custody chaos since Phliip's cover-up will let Xander get away with his crimes. Xander and Sarah's tension may get worse before it gets better, especially when it comes to their feud over Victoria Kiriakis' future. Days of Our Lives spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some hostility and surprising plot developments, so stay tuned for all the wild news to come. Days of Our Lives spoilers hint that Aaron Green may be back for Sophia Choi's baby daddy reveal. Will a paternity test prove Tate Black is not the father? Duel fans will recall that when Tate and Sophia slept together, they used a condom. Those obviously aren't foolproof, but there was still a lot of talk about how Sophia and Tate tried to be safe. Of course, around the time Sophia got pregnant, she had a bonding session with Aaron and headed off screen to watch Body and Soul with him. There's a good chance Sophia and Aaron enjoyed more than just soap watching during that hangout. Aaron and Sophia may have hit the sheets before Days conveniently sent Aaron away to support his mother in Canada. Although Aaron had enough credits to graduate early, Days spoilers say he's still coming back for the graduation ceremony happening during the week of June 16th to 20. However, the real reason Aaron is returning might be because Sophia is about to have his baby. Sophia may have lied from the get-go when she insisted Tate was the father of her unborn child. There might have been another paternity option all along, namely Aaron, due to that potential off-screen hookup we mentioned. Will Aaron have questions when he really thinks about the timing of Sophia's pregnancy? Days spoilers say the show could be on the verge of a major revelation. The wheels may start turning for Aaron after Sophia goes into labor, especially if Tate mentions the condom and how he never expected any of this to happen. Once the baby's born, Aaron might even feel a connection and think this kid looks like him. It could lead to Aaron confronting Sophia and demanding a paternity test in the end. Tate's whole life was upended over Sophia's pregnancy news, so he'll be furious if she deceived him all this time. Sophia might eventually confess she wasn't 100% positive about Tate being the bio dad, but perhaps she thought Tate was the better option to go with. Aaron was dealing with so many family nightmares and ultimately ended up in Vancouver. Tate was still there in town to support Sophia, who always had feelings for him anyway. Maybe Sophia always hoped this baby would bring her back together with Tate, even if it wasn't biologically his. Regardless, the paternity test results could prove Aaron is the baby daddy instead, so stay tuned for updates on whether Tate will face another shocker. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sophia's delivery is coming up no matter what and will inevitably come with some chaos. Days of Our Lives spoilers are in for the week of June 16, 2025. Fans can expect Aaron Green to return. Brady Black and EJ DiMera connect. Plus, Phliip Kyriakis wakes up, but will he identify Xander Cook Kyriakis as his attacker? Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the Peacock soap opera. Next week, expect to see Aaron return. It will be at the end of the week, but his timing is interesting. It is at the same time as the Salem teenagers graduating high school. It will also be close to the time that Sophia Choi delivers her baby. What are the chances that Aaron returns around this time because the child belongs to him and not Tate Black? As the teens get ready for their next chapter, expect Tate and Holly Jonas to reflect. Over at University Hospital in Salem, Xander has snuck into Phliip's hospital room with the intent of killing him. Jada Hunter has approved a request for police protection around Phliip's hospital room. However, the police haven't arrived yet, and Kate Roberts Brady stepped out. Just when Xander is about to end a life, Phliip wakes up. However, don't expect him to tell the whole truth about what happened to him. It is teased that later in the week, Phliip sticks to his story. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of June 16th reveal that Bo Brady and Hope Brady make plans for the future. Meanwhile, Steve Johnson takes a stroll down memory lane as the actor celebrates 40 years on the soap. Fans can also expect Gabby Hernandez to make Javi Hernandez an offer. Doug Williams III turns to Leo Stark for help once again. Stephanie Johnson assures Alex Kyriakis. Jennifer Devereaux surprises Jack Devereaux. Meanwhile, Chad DiMera tries to make things right with Kat Green. EJ DiMera drops a truth bomb on Johnny DiMera. EJ will also get some intel from Brady. Plus, pivotal moments in young Tom Horton and Alice Horton are revealed. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of June 16, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on Peacock to find out what happens next. Days of Our Lives spoilers are in for the week of June 16, 2025. Fans can expect Aaron Green to come back just in time for graduation. Phliip Kyriakis finally wakes up, but it won't be a pleasant one. Plus, EJ DiMera drops a truth bomb on his son. Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the Peacock soap opera. Next week, fans can expect to see Aaron make a return to Salem. It is time for the teenagers in town to graduate high school. The timing of Aaron's comeback is interesting. Before we get to that, let's talk about the teens reflecting on all they have shared during their high school years. There will also be some moments between Tate Black and Holly Jonas. As for Sophia Choi, she should be close to delivering soon. Could it be possible that Aaron is the real father of the baby? Over at University Hospital, Xander Cook Kyriakis has gone into Phliip's hospital room. The reformed villain has a pillow and plans on smothering the patient to death. However, Phliip wakes up before Xander can put his deadly plan in motion. Then, it is teased that Phliip sticks to his story. So, that sounds like Phliip covers for Xander. Maybe he claims to have memory loss. At one time, Phliip framed Brady for his own death. So anything is possible. Days of Our Lives, spoilers for next week, reveal that Bo Brady will continue reconnecting with Hope Brady. As they embark on this new chapter, they make plans for the future. Meanwhile, Stephen Nichols celebrates 40 years of playing Steve Johnson on Duel. So, expect some flashback scenes. Elsewhere, Gabi Hernandez has a proposition to Javi Hernandez. Doug Williams III needs Leo Stark's help once again. Stephanie Johnson tries to ease Alex Kyriakis' anxiety. Jennifer Devereaux has a surprise for Jack Devereaux. Meanwhile, Chad DiMera apologizes to Kat Green. EJ DiMera gives Johnny DiMera a reality check. EJ will also learn some information from Brady. It is also stated to expect pivotal moments in young Tom Horton and Alice Horton's life. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of June 16, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on Peacock to find out what happens next. Graduation day brings big surprises while Phliip miraculously regains consciousness and Rachel begins having horrifying dreams, according to the Days of Our Lives spoilers. Plus, super couple Bo and Hope enjoy being happily back together before saying goodbye to Salem. Here's your day's video preview for the week of June 16 to 20, 2025. "What are you doing here?" asks an excited Kat when her brother Aaron, who's been away from Salem for months, suddenly resurfaces. "Tomorrow's graduation," Aaron responds to his big sister, so he's apparently back for the festivities. Meanwhile, Holly reveals some information to Tate that he definitely isn't going to like. "I've started looking at universities in Europe," she announces. The decision makes sense, since her mother, Nicole, stepdad, Eric, and baby brother all currently live there. But is Holly ready to leave Tate and her other friends and family in Salem? Tate lets Holly know that he's sticking close to home when it comes to his studies post-high school. "I only applied at Salem University," he tells her. As the end-of-the-year high school festivities get underway, things suddenly come to an abrupt halt. "I think I'm in labor," says a frantic Sophia, as Tate, Holly, and Aaron all look on in shock. Paulina, Abe, and Chanel share drinks at the bistro. "Try this cocktail in honor of Juneteenth," suggests Paulina. "That deserves a toast," retorts Abe as he raises his glass to the occasion. "Indeed it does," notes Paulina. "It's a miracle." Phliip finally awakens from the coma he's been in for weeks, courtesy of the beating he took at the hands of his brother Xander, and the first thing he does is lie. "It wasn't Xander. He didn't attack me," Phliip insists to Belle, but Belle isn't buying it for a second. "Why are you covering for him?" she asks Phliip. Rachel is taking a nap on Marlena's couch when she suddenly starts to stir. "No, don't shoot him," she cries out. Marlena looks on, concerned about what her granddaughter is dreaming about. For 40 years, he defined heroism and romance, and flashbacks of some of his greatest moments are displayed on the screen, the highs and the lows of his long and complicated life. "That's a fact," says John as he raises a champagne glass to his wife, Marlena. Bo and Hope are blissfully back together. They wake up in bed beside one another and later cuddle on the couch. "To our new beginning," Bo whispers to his fancy face. Then the pair prepares to leave town together after one last visit to Horton Square. "So long, Salem," says Bo. "Until next time," adds Hope. After the heartbreak comes a celebration on Days of Our Lives. Here are 3 major moments to watch out for this week in Salem. After saying goodbye to the late Drake Hogestein, it's time for Salem to celebrate another vet. Stephen Nichols is celebrating 40 years as Steve, and Salem will honor him at Steve's retirement party. He's decided to close the doors of Black Patch, despite Bo's suggestion to team up with himself and Hope. Steve's loved ones will all gather at the bistro for a joyous celebration after a week of heartbreaking farewells. Now that Bo is awake and reunited with his fancy face, it's time for he and Hope to plan their future. They've lost enough time, and midweek, the couple will decide how they want to spend the rest of their days. Since Raquel and Alfonso's return is short-lived, odds are their future will not be in Salem, but that may not stop Raquel from returning in the future. The week will end with Salem's seniors' last day of high school. Holly, Tate, Aaron, and Sophia are all about to graduate after a pretty wild senior year. Aside from the typical high school drama and breakups, Tate and Sophia are preparing to put their baby up for adoption, while Aaron found out the sister he thought was dead was actually alive. It's been an unusual year, and now these teens are preparing for their high school graduation. Here are your Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, June 16th, 2025. After another argument with Sarah and her refusal to let him even look at Victoria when she was sleeping, Xander walks into Phliip's hospital room with the intention of doing him in once and for all. He picks up a pillow to do just that, but much to his shock, a confused Phliip opens his eyes. Kate and Sarah walk into the room and see Phliip awake, but they don't know what Xander was trying to do. Kate throws Xander out of the room immediately and reunites with her formerly comatose son. She is thrilled that Phliip looks like he is well on his way to recovery, but does he even know what happened to him? While Kate is sure Xander is the one who put Phliip in this condition, Phliip might not remember everything that happened in that Salem Inn room. Steve is surprised when he arrives at the bistro to find his entire family there to celebrate him. Or at least the family members who are currently in Salem. Stephanie and Kayla arranged a small retirement party for Steve now that he is closing down Black Patch. Steve intends to enjoy a life of leisure if he can manage to sit still. Jack, off, Diane, Jennifer, Alsons, and Alex are also on hand to celebrate Steve and reminisce with him. Expect another episode full of classic flashbacks to remember Stephen Nichols' 40th anniversary on Days of Our Lives. Steve began his tenure in Salem as a scoundrel hired by Victor Kiriakis, but when he met young nurse Kayla Brady, his entire life changed. Steve turned into a hero thanks to the love of a good woman. He became a husband and father, as well as a respected member of Salem society, despite quite a few years when he was presumed dead. Will we also see more Jack and Jennifer memories, as well as the painful ones between Steve, Jack, and Kayla? Catch all new episodes of Days of Our Lives weekdays on Peacock. Fans of Days of Our Lives are once again drawn into the emotional whirlwind of Salem's latest gripping storyline. At the heart of the drama is Sophia, a young woman whose unexpected pregnancy has ignited tension, testing the bonds of love and trust between those closest to her. With graduation day as the backdrop, this narrative explores complex relationships, unanswered questions, and the profound impact of secrets revealed. Graduation in Salem is meant to be a day of celebration and new beginnings. Families gather, proud and hopeful, as young residents step into the future. Among them is Tate, Sophia's devoted boyfriend, who has embraced the role of expectant father with excitement and care. Months of preparation, doctor visits, nursery painting, hopeful dreams have shaped Tate's vision of a joyful family life. However, as the ceremony unfolds, Sophia suddenly goes into labor, turning the festive atmosphere into one of panic and urgency. Tate rushes to support her, overwhelmed by fear and love, as they race to the hospital. This moment, charged with emotion, sets the stage for revelations that will challenge every relationship involved. Adding to the tension is the unexpected return of Aaron Ritter, a figure from Salem's past whose sudden reappearance raises eyebrows. Known for his brooding charm and complicated history, Aaron's interest in Sophia rekindles old rumors and suspicions. Whispers circulate about a brief, intense connection between Aaron and Sophia, one that complicates Tate's certainty about fatherhood. At the hospital, these suspicions grow louder. Aaron's presence looms, and his private confrontation with Sophia forces the question into the open. Could he be the father? The uncertainty fractures Tate's confidence and shakes the fragile new family foundation. Sophia's silence and hesitation only deepen the tension. Tate's hope clashes with rising doubts, leaving him to question the authenticity of their relationship and the future he imagined. Aaron, too, wrestles with his feelings, torn between the desire to be a father and the pain of past abandonment. Meanwhile, Sophia is caught in an emotional storm. She loves her baby fiercely, but must grapple with the consequences of her choices. Her silence fuels speculation in Salem, dividing friends and family, and turning the hospital into a battleground of emotions. To resolve the mounting tension, a paternity test is ordered. The waiting period is fraught with hope, fear, and uncertainty for Tate, Aaron, and Sophia. When the results arrive, they bring clarity, but also heartbreak. If the baby is not Tate's, it shatters his dreams and forces him to confront feelings of betrayal and loss. If Aaron is the father, he must face the responsibilities of fatherhood and redefine his relationship with Sophia. And if the child is Tate's, the trust between the couple remains fractured, with scars that may not easily heal. This storyline is more than personal drama. It reverberates through Salem's close-knit community. Loyalties are tested, alliances shift, and the ripple effects of the paternity question touch everyone involved. The debate between friends and family highlights the complex emotions surrounding love, trust, and the consequences of secrets. Sophia's pregnancy arc on Days of Our Lives shines a light on the messy, passionate, and painful realities of human relationships. It explores how love can be tested by doubt, how trust can be shattered by secrets, and how hope can endure even in the darkest moments. For Tate, Aaron, and Sophia, the journey ahead is uncertain. Will Tate find forgiveness and healing? Will Aaron embrace fatherhood or retreat into the past? Can Sophia navigate the path to redemption and rebuild broken bonds? As viewers continue to follow this captivating saga, the story reminds us that truth and understanding, no matter how difficult, are essential steps toward healing and hope. Salem's drama keeps us engaged, reflecting the complexities of life, love, and family that resonate beyond the screen. Days of Our Lives. Spoilers for the next 2 weeks, June 16th to June 27th, indicate that Bo Brady and Hope Brady's exit details will be revealed while Tate Black's world spins out. Gabby Hernandez will also make a tempting offer, so let's discuss what's ahead on Duel. During the week of June 16-20, Belle Black will put Phliip Kiriakis through a grilling session. Despite the beating Phliip took from Xander Kiriakis, Phliip won't testify against him in the end. Phliip will even awaken during Xander's next attempt on his life, but he won't let that stop him from covering up Xander's actions. There may be a mutually beneficial deal involved when Phliip claims someone else targeted him. While Belle interrogates Phliip, Gabby will extend a tempting offer to Javi Hernandez. It's possible Gabby will decide she can't live without Javi as her assistant, so she might promise more money and a better attitude. However, Days spoilers say Javi should move forward with becoming a firefighter EMT again, since that's his real passion. Next, Doug Williams III will turn to Leo Stark for a helping hand, so we'll see if this involves the money-demanding thugs, the necklace search, or even his love life problems. Speaking of love life problems, Tate and Holly Jonas will think back on their messy romance, which ultimately ended when Holly decided the universe was perhaps working against them. Aaron Green will come back to town as graduation day arrives in Salem, but it'll turn into a day of baby chaos when Sophia Choi goes into labor. Tate will be in panic mode as he goes with Sophia to the hospital and tries to support her through this delivery. We should also talk about Bo and Hope, since they have a joint day's exit coming up. Hope and Bo will lock in their plans to travel the world, which will no doubt include some time off-screen with Sierra Brady Weston, Ben Weston, and their children. Bo and Hope will bid farewell to all their loved ones for now, but they'll look forward to visiting again sometime down the road. In the meantime, there'll be some Horton-related flashbacks as Zach Chise and Sidney K. Smith reprise their roles as younger versions of Tom Horton and Alice Horton. Rita Leslie will also pop up in new scenes, so she'll no doubt get tangled up in more DiMera drama. As for Tony DiMera, he'll share some drinks with Chad DiMera and EJ DiMera as they all enjoy some brother bonding time at the bistro. Over with Marlena Evans. She'll listen as Rachel Black talks during a bad dream. It'll give Marlena some hints about EJ's shooting and could prompt her to give Brady Black updates. During the week of June 23-27, Marlena may pry the truth out of Brady if he admits he knows Rachel witnessed Johnny DiMera's armed outburst. Could Marlena ultimately confront Johnny about what really happened? Johnny may land on the hot seat with his grandma and swear that he didn't actually shoot EJ. On a lighter note, Paul Narita and Andrew Donovan still need to tie the knot, so Days spoilers say their wedding will be coming up sooner or later. Back with Sophia, her baby will be born, though there could be some paternity questions on the way. Could Aaron bring up some off-screen sizzling with Sophia and push for answers about whether he's the father? Tate's world may be thrown into a tailspin if it turns out this isn't even his child. As for Sarah Kyriakis, she may have to brace for some custody chaos since Phliip's cover-up will let Xander get away with his crimes. Xander and Sarah's tension may get worse before it gets better, especially when it comes to their feud over Victoria Kyriakis' future. Days of Our Lives spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some hostility and surprising plot developments, so stay tuned for all the wild news to come. As Days of Our Lives heads into another emotional week from June 16th to June 20th, viewers can expect a mix of dramatic revelations, heartfelt farewells, and a long-awaited graduation turned chaotic. Here's a comprehensive look at what's coming to Salem in the week ahead. The week begins with an emotional visit as Jennifer surprises Jack, still grieving at Abigail's grave. The pain remains fresh for the Devereaux family, especially with Abigail's remains still missing. Meanwhile, tension brews at the hospital when Phliip wakes up to find Xander in his room, just days after Xander appeared ready to smother him with a pillow. What follows is a heated scene involving Kate, Sarah, and Phliip, who makes a shocking statement that throws Kate into a spiral. Elsewhere, Alex is worried after misplacing Stephanie's steamy novel, which ends up in the hands of her mother, Kayla. The awkwardness of a parent reading such intimate content sparks some discomfort and comic relief. The episode also honors a major milestone, Stephen Nichols' 40th anniversary on Days, celebrating his debut as Steve Patch Johnson in 1985. His character reflects on the past and celebrates his retirement from the detective agency Black Patch with a touching dinner thrown by daughter Stephanie. Doug 3 continues to seek Leo's help, possibly regarding a lost necklace, financial troubles, or his romantic entanglements with Gabby's daughter. Meanwhile, Gabby herself has a proposition for cousin Javi, hoping to pull him back into the fold at Gabby Chic. But Javi has other dreams. He's more interested in firefighting, inspired by his boyfriend's career. Tate and Holly spend time reflecting as graduation nears. Tate reveals he only applied to Salem University, while Holly sets her sights on schools in Europe. Will this signal a farewell? Chad tries to make amends with Kat following Jennifer's fiery outburst. At the same time, unresolved tensions linger around Kat's mysterious connection to Shane Donovan. Bo and Hope share intimate moments as they discuss leaving Salem for good. Their romantic scenes mark the close of Bo's brief return arc, which some fans may find too short-lived. Meanwhile, new storylines surface as the lives of Tom and Alice Horton come under the spotlight. Flashbacks or newly recreated scenes hint at key moments from their youth, adding a nostalgic touch to the week's events. Phliip remains steadfast in his story. Xander didn't attack him. Belle, furious at the perceived cover-up, confronts Phliip, demanding answers. This lie clears Xander's name and may help him gain more access to his daughter Victoria. Elsewhere, EJ confides in Johnny, possibly suggesting that Johnny pulled the trigger in a recent shooting, but insists on protecting him nonetheless. Xander, now off the hook, makes a heartfelt push to reconnect with Sarah. Meanwhile, Rachel's eerie nightmare, shouting, "Don't shoot him," adds a chilling layer. There's speculation that she may have accidentally shot EJ, raising more questions than answers. Amid the turmoil, Paulina supports Chanel through an emotional moment. Excitement fills the air as Kat welcomes her younger brother Aaron Green back to Salem just in time for graduation. He returns from Canada, where their mother Katerina served time for shooting Clyde, though fans know her sentence was more about protecting others than guilt. As Tate, Holly, Sophia, and Aaron don their caps and gowns, the ceremony takes an unexpected turn. Sophia goes into labor. Promo clips suggest Aaron appears unusually stressed, fueling fan theories that he, not Tate, may be the baby's father, based on a rumored secret afternoon between him and Sophia. Elsewhere, Brady confronts EJ with troubling information learned from Kristen and Rachel, hinting that Johnny might have been the one holding the gun. Meanwhile, Sarah and Marina meet for what appears to be a routine medical checkup, though the details remain ambiguous. Finally, Chanel opens up to Paulina and Abe during a special Juneteenth celebration, also marking Paulina and Abe's anniversary. This week in Days of Our Lives is packed with emotional beats, surprise twists, and high-stakes secrets. From Phliip's controversial decision to cover for Xander to a baby, possibly arriving in the middle of graduation, Solem continues to prove that no day is ever ordinary.